Now we might want to just go through the bomb run at least a few times, because we really should try and kill that giant if possible, because then we can come down and get these items at our leisure. He basically won't hit you unless you stop moving, because he'll always aim. He'll decide where to aim based on where you're actually standing at the time, and then you'll complete the entire animation. So there's really no... haven't seen these guys in a while, have we? You'd think I'd be used to riposting them by now, after all that time. I only riposted like 100 of them during that farming video. Nope. Once you learn how to riposte a different enemy, I completely forget how to riposte the first one. There doesn't seem to be any purpose to this area except to show off parts of Sens Fortress. You can kill all these giants, although the one that's loading the bolt trap probably is of no real consequence. There's also one outside the front gate, but he's also a little difficult to get to unless you know exactly where he is. And he's best done along with the Titanite demons downstairs. Now the giant will attempt to make your life miserable as you run across here too. And there's an archer too, but just don't stop. That's the best advice one can give. See, his aim's way off. Here's the boss gate. And there's the boss. I wonder if my, I mean, I've got them. May as well use them, huh? The Iron Golem. The boss used in promotional trailers all over the place for Dark Souls, I think. Wait for him to use his crazy attack. Then he has to rest for a little bit. Yeah, they're not very smart. Come on, do your stampy anger attack. I'll punch you. One. Just one. I really want to bait that one attack, because it's so easy to counter once he's finished doing it. But he may not do it for me. And don't get me wrong, he does hit like a truck if he wants to. There he goes. not going to go for it. Oh, come on. Hitting the wall seems to get his attention. So it's just a matter of rolling an attack. There he goes. Done! That gets him out of the way, and you get a Titanite chunk for your troubles. And now, no more bomb throwing. He won't respawn, and the bombs are gone. So, that's a good milestone. Now, let's poke around some other areas of this place. I don't think there is anything here except for the soul sign for Iron Targus. Yeah, there he is. Now, if you summon him to the boss fight, it'll be fairly easy, provided you don't get hit by a deal-breaker attack of some sort. I mean, if you get grabbed and thrown off the tower, then obviously there's not much you can do about it. You will die. But barring that unfortunate happening, you should otherwise be okay. Certainly does help to have help. Is what I was trying to say, but it sounds weird when I say it. So let's go down and grab the loot that we didn't grab before. Also, there's a way you can jump off this bridge either towards that far bridge, or you can even jump off the bridge towards that giant and fight him for another Titanite chunk if you're game. But that giant there will respawn, and the bolt trap will generally keep working no matter what. I believe he's the only giant in the place that does respawn. Unless I'm completely off base, but once you get this far, the boulder trap isn't really an issue anyway. And jumping over there's a pain. Oops, sorry, I just remembered there is more down here. I hadn't covered everything. Although once you're up here and once the bombs stop dropping, this place is actually pretty peaceful. No problems at all. A couple of knights. They're stronger than the ones downstairs, but they're not so strong that I would worry about them. And after those snake men, they seem like a godsend. Much easier to do something about. Yep. Didn't really expect that guy, but I'm glad I caught his sword. I believe this is a ring. Yep, flamestone plate. Flamestone plate. Learn to enunciate. That's a fire resistance ring. Not terribly complicated. You put it on, you take less damage from fire. It's a miracle. And there's an item down there. I believe jumping off the bridge is the only way to get down there, though. jumping off something is the only way to get down there. May not be the bridge precisely. But it probably is, actually. Oh well, let's get up on the bridge and see what I can see. It's been a very long time since I really gave Sens Fortress the full exploration. Maybe if I jump over to where the giant is and drop down, that would be the easier way. Definitely don't want to actually fight the giant. Sniper crossbow. If you want to kill that giant, I would suggest, well, a sniper crossbow would probably help. But anything with a bit of range, just shoot him down. There's no reason to actually go over there to fight him. Unless, of course, you're like me and you don't have any other choice. But I'm not really interested in him. It's not an easy spot to fight him with a melee weapon with no protection. Let's go to see this knight over here. There's one of those mini tower knights over here. Hello? It's been a while since we've seen you. This guy's respawnable though, so you can use him to farm items that he might drop, like steel armor. I don't know if steel armor has ever been considered good, but they drop it. I think they drop their shields too. And probably a mace, but I think it's just a mace. It's not a special mace. We've already got a mace from earlier in this playthrough. Normally I would just shield his attacks and counter-attack him. But nope. Damn it. Walking around in a weird fashion. Trying to get jump attacks in between his swipes, but not actually jump attacking. Couldn't even tap his shield. Nope. Nope. My jump doesn't quite cover the distance. Nope. Sure it's a bad time. Oh well, plenty of Estus. I shouldn't really be making this guy into the epic battle idiot that I am, but what the hey. I can't say I ever really bothered to learn this guy's attack pattern with any sort of finesse. So now I have to. Also, it appears fire weapons do not go through shield very easily. I think I mentioned the first time we fought one of these guys that elemental weapons might go through, but it seems not. Didn't drop anything either, the cheapskate. Now this next bit might be interesting, because I have to fight Ricard, who wields a rapier. But the difficulty with that is I've never fought Ricard without a shield. He's comical with the shield. Nope. I didn't know he had a bow. You an idiot. Why are you fighting me with a bow? What a twit. Okay, this guy is a complete fool. He probably has a riposte attack. I mean, he's got a rapier, but what was that, Ricard? That was the most, like... Were you pretending to be the most fail player in existence? Because that's what you ended up as. I feel stupid for wearing now. Like, In the back of my mind, I know neither of these are mimics, but for some reason I always expect one of them to be a mimic. Raring a sacrifice will be useful later. And Divine Blessing will never be useful ever, because I just will never use it. It'll sit in my inventory and rot until the end of time. Too awesome to use. Oh well, now that I've climbed up the top of the fortress, we're making some decent progress here. Isn't it grand? Well, I think I'll just push on a little bit more. There should be a few little bits and pieces left over here and there. Mainly across here, I think. There's a merchant over here too. Might want to partake of his services.
What? Who are you?
This is one of the few guys in the entire game that won't actually go hollow at any point. Probably because he's already kind of hollow.
That you can handle. Yes. So.
Yeah, we got black fire bombs, green blossoms. Green blossoms are fine in the right situations. I haven't used any yet though. Large titanite, green titanite. All very good. Weapons, tower shield. If you don't want to wait for one of those guys to drop it. Katarina helms. Some of this would be good. Don't know, oh, he drops. Oh, the entire steel armor set is right here. You don't have to wait for that guy to drop it. You can just get it here. So be it. Kinda neat. This is the armor of the Onion Knight, if you're into it. There's no reason not to be into it. It's pretty good stuff, I think. I may buy some of it. I'll come back for the other two when I have enough souls.
I'll make something of it, but nothing will come of it.
Such a negative outlook you have. How did you get up here anyway with that negative outlook? You should have just taken one look at Sens Fortress and gone, oh, and then just turned around and went the other way. It's a bit too late to get up here and then give up on life, don't you think? Yeah, here it is. I knew this section was around here somewhere. You want to be like that, huh? Cage key. Yes. This will allow us to unlock the shortcut through the fortress. Which means we can actually go up and down the fortress with, I wouldn't say complete ease, but it will be much easier than trying to go through all the pendulum traps. Also, if you hadn't rescued Logan earlier with the master key, you can now open his cage with the cage key. So, bully for that. Let's go unlock this shortcut. That jump is always a bit nerve-wracking. Still. Now more or less masters of Sens Fortress. With a few exceptions. Mainly down the very, very downstairs area is not mastered. But I actually like to come and do that post Anor Londo, not before. Because I don't want to move up and down Sens Fortress unnecessarily. Yeah, should go back to the bonfire though. And perhaps call a little bit of an end to this Yeah. Actually, I think I should use this shortcut at least once, even if it's in vain. If I die, I end up back at the bonfire anyway. Perhaps that's not such a bad thing after all. The fact that I have to do something about this guy just to use the cage is a bit annoying. Oh. Gotcha. Oh, I missed. Oh, uh-oh, I'm dead. That is a survivable fall, but not with that little health. It's okay though. I wanted to go back to the bonfire after unlocking that shortcut, and I have done so. Now whenever I visit the bottom of the fortress, one of those cages will be down there to take me back up. So, we can now enter and leave the fortress relatively easily. And the only thing left to do is take on the master. So I'll head up to the fog door, and then I think I shall bring this video to a close. Until the next time, when we will take on the Iron Giant, or the Iron Golem as his proper name is. Run, little stumpy legs. You can do it. Oh, gotta remember. I don't know if this guy's very aggroable, but I'm not gonna take any chances with him. I'm not going to take any chances with him, he's kicking my ass. I should be ashamed of myself. There's no reason for him to be beating me up like this. He's so fast, I can't get a riposte in. I wonder if he's faster than the other ones. He's resetting. Why am I wasting Estus on this guy? God. There's a Kodak moment for you. Just take a picture of me doing that there. A picture of failure frozen in time for all to see. Don't think this guy ever puts his crossbow away, so he's never really a problem. Now then. Yes, I shall put an end to the video, and when we come back, I shall make a fresh attempt at this guy. 15 Estus flasks should be more than enough to at least gauge my potential against him. So, I'll see you then.